Finally, we can fix the study. Everything is going to be fine again.
Yes.
I hate that.
Cuối lời ơi.
So right now, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, she hears me. That is correct.
Yes, so loud. Oh. A peaceful.
Yeah. So right now, Tanat, you are going to go through this one. We just finished, okay, speaking about human being and humanity, and we study two adjectives. The first one that is human, and the second one that is inhuman. So if you use the word human in inhuman in the war situation, that is a very good one because we can talk about soldiers, human soldiers, like people usually say that. American soldiers are human, but for Vietnamese soldiers, they think that Vietnamese soldiers are very inhuman, okay, because they are very cruel and they are very cold-hearted. And this is my situation. And let's move to the word technology. I have the word technological because we have two ways in English, okay, to talk about something. So if I want to say that something is technological, highly technological, it means that very, very modern, extremely life enhancing, okay, life improving or life bettering. But I want to use the word digital technology when I'm talking about cameras, okay? Something is high electronics. So right now, I want to listen to Tang's ideas again about the word human beings and humanity. We are saying that human beings are people and humanity, people belong to some kind of centuries. So what does it mean? What does it mean when you use human beings and humanity? I want to listen to you first, and then later Dunlop is going to be the one to give his ideas after you speak. Okay, please speak up, Tangwen.
Yeah. So, human being is like when you want to say about like a group of people or well, yeah, kind of like that. And humanity is tend to be uh the people sense that we have love in our hearts, in our soul, and yeah. So
Oh, wow. Okay. So you are suggesting that if we want to say that if we want to use the word humanity, it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. So that is the problem. Wow. That is coming from you, not me. Okay, so that is very good, okay? So today is such a very hard day because study and Zoom, okay, have jobs a lot in the whole world, and they have already posted some kinds of newspapers on the internet about Zoom and study following. But the world is fixing study and Zoom. Don't worry too much about that. So here, let's move to the word human and inhuman, okay? How many can give you the situation for the word human when we are talking about people? And don't please prepare a situation for kind-hearted people. I want to listen to your situation again. When you are saying something about okay, kind-hearted people, but you need to be more specific. And I want you to give you the situation in which I can hear the word inhuman, in which I can hear the word human, but okay, human about humanity of the 21st century. You think about humanity of the 21st century, and you think about the word human, okay, for humanity in the 21st century. So ideas, okay, from you, Tangway.
yeah. So the example for human, well,
Oh,
like
that's everything.
people, they they raise funds and then contribute the money to some orphanage, or
No, no, please prepare
well,
for kind-hearted
what
people.
kind-hearted.
Any ideas, Howard? Human? You can give me another situation for the word human. No need to stick to my requirements.
Yes.
Oh no, doesn't have any
So
because we are speaking through this. Yeah. See. Oh, I can hear you. Please say something again.
so I will call someone as the name A. So A is a human person as he crews the kids in the grew up the kids in the orphanages.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're speaking of the situation in which I think that it should be like people, okay, in basic English, we can say that we people want to have other people. Or in advanced English, we are saying that people provide charity work, okay, provide charity work to save the world, okay. And in this situation, Howing is saying something about the man, okay, and this man is called A, and Mr. A, okay, has to raise the homeless kids, okay, or Mr. A has to feed homeless people. So the very first word how it has used is the word when you grow up, we don't say that we grow up something. We grow something. But I cannot say that I grow a baby. A baby is not a tree. A baby is not a flower. So I cannot say that, oh my God, today I grow a baby. Okay, the baby is getting bigger and bigger. No, grow up is something like, you can use grow up for people, but you cannot use grow up in a way like people. Grow up, all the people, it is a very weird situation. So if you want to say, okay, people grow up, it's up when I grow up, okay, I want to be a singer, I want to be a star, okay, or when I become mature, for example. And here, this situation, Tommy wants to say that Mr. A, okay, raises somebody else, okay, it means that Mr. A, okay, bring, okay, we have one more word which has the same meaning as the word raise. It is bring, okay, bring up something. It is bring up something. So if you say that Mr. A okay, bring up a child or Mr. A okay, raise a child, it's going to be like this. I want to raise a child because I want to have children. I want to have kids in the near future. So when please don't use the word grow up when you want to say that people grow up, other people. So this is a very good situation. But this one is much about the charity work. And this man is Mr. A. Mr. A sacrifice, okay? Sacrifices his life, okay? Sacrifices his life to raise, okay, to raise, sorry, not raise because he had, okay, to feed many homeless people, to feed many homeless people. And this is what Mr. A has done. And we can say that Mr. A is such a human man in the world. So what about inhuman? Okay, do you have any ideas for inhuman to have thunder, open up, okay, his brain okay, for ideas? Hongwen?
Yes. Uh. So in some way, uh, I I can say that Jeff is kind of inhuman person as he kills
He chooses what, Hongwen?
lady.
Yes. What does he choose to
Yeah,
do? What does he choose to do to make you feel like he's such a cold-hearted person?
Yeah. So so I say that a chief is kind of a cold-hearted person because he kills fishes, and in Buddhism, yeah, in Buddhism, killing animals is kind of a yeah, a cruel action.
Oh, I understand. Very good. Okay. So these situations, you are referring, okay, to some kind of man, okay, and this man is an inhuman person because he chooses to kill fish for his life. He doesn't have work, and his main work here is killing fish. He will, you can say more like he after he kills fish, he has two kinds of options. The very first option here is he can sell the fish or get to the market to gain more money. And the second option here is he can keep the fish and feed FEED his family. Okay. So when he kills the fish, he has two ways, okay, to use the fish: make money based on the fish and feeding himself based on the fish. And this is so bad for people because his religion is Buddhism, okay? This word is not very, the Buddhism is like this. So why do you think of a situation of killing fish for inhuman person? Because nowadays many people kill fish. Do you know what? When back in Kinjang province in Saigon, many rich men, okay, come from Kinjang because Kinjang is a very big place, okay, with very big and huge and enormous sea, okay, and they kill lots of fish, okay, not by man, okay, killing fish. They have a very big ship, okay, in Kinjang. Let me show you the ship in Kinjang. This is the ship in Kinjang, okay, Kinjang province ship. And if you see this, you can imagine how many fish per day do they kill. See, they have like this kind of ship, okay, and here they have lots of ships, okay, lots of ships to catch the fish, okay, from Kinjang Sea. So here is the way here is the job of Kinjang people, okay, in Vietnam. They make lots of money based on the fish they catch per day. So this is a huge thing, okay, for Kinjang people. So for killing fish, back to killing fish. If we are talking about religion, it means that we are talking about Buddhism. Okay, we are thinking about something. Yes, the man kills fish. Okay, and this is against. This is so against, okay, Buddhism. But this is so much for income. Although it is against the religion in Vietnam, but this is one of the best jobs. Okay, killing fish is one of the best jobs to get lots of money. To get lots of money. Yeah, this is the way. Everything has two sides. So you can say that everything, okay, every people has, okay, two two sides, in human size and inhuman size. Okay. So what about Tanda? Do you have any ideas to share with Howard? You are such a you are such an excellent student when you are at a very young age. Okay. So do you have any more ideas for people have two sides? The very first side that is human and the second side that is inhuman. It's like me. Okay. Everybody has two faces, good face and bad faces. Okay, excellent face and horrible faces. Good heart and a cold heart inside our bodies. So what about Tanda? What do you think about that? Human and inhuman.
I think human is generous to poor people,
Yes,
help people and give money, some food and some fish and some drinks.
yes. Okay, so very good. You give me the situation, okay, of the the 15 minutes class, okay, you just give the situation from the very first 50 minutes class of today. And Dundat had just spoken about his situation again. He is saying that if for human people, we are generous to poor people, but if we don't say generous for poor people, generous to somebody, okay, please remember this one. So if we are generous to poor people, you say first, you say that food and drinks, okay, food and drinks giving, and the second one, foods and drinks, food and drinks giving, okay, and the second one you can say that, oh, it's not only about the food and drinks. Many rich people, they come to the poor people, they don't just give out the food and drinks, they will give out money, okay. Money is the most important thing. You cannot go to the poor family and you can say that, hey, here is some food and drinks, okay, use it for the rest of your life, okay, they are going to kill you for that. So just give them some money, okay, because money can save their life, but food and drinks can only save their moments, okay, in their lives. So people usually say that IELTS, okay, for IELTS we have some kind of saying like this, food and drinks, food and drinks, food and drinks, only save your hungry stomach. Food and drink only save your hungry stomach. But for money, in IELTS we have a saying like this, okay, it's saying like this, money, okay, money is the only tool to save, okay, your whole life. Money is the only tool to save your whole life. So here is the first sentence and here is the second sentence. So when we use these kind of sentences, we need to be like this. If I give you an idiom, okay, it means okay, as a very good saying in IELTS, you need to remember, learn by heart, okay. So for food and drinks, only save your hungry stomach. Tanda, please speak up. Thảo Nguyên is going to listen to you, and Thảo Nguyên is going to use your idea for her speaking right now. So Tanda, please speak first. What do you think about the saying food and drinks only save your hungry stomach?
I think I can have no ideas.
Oh wow, wow. I'm waiting. I've been waiting for you. And yeah, your answer is so perfect. You're just kidding. We are studying. No worries about that. Okay, Thảo Nguyên, please speak up. I want to listen to your ideas.
Yeah. So
Yes.
when we're starving or we're hungry, so we need to serve ourselves with food and drinks to to feel right, fulfill your stomach. Yeah.
The purpose here is to fulfill, okay, is to fulfill our stomach. Oh, the word fulfill is a very long word. Is a very long word because it has three L. Okay, three L's in the word. So here we need to serve ourselves, but serve here is not enough because when you use the word serve, I would think of many things. If you serve yourself, we have two ways. Okay, the first way here I can give you like I am going to mentally serve myself. Okay, for example, you say we need to serve ourselves. We mentally serve ourselves. And the second one, we physically serve okay, ourselves. So if we mentally serve ourselves, it means that mentally it is about the mind. Okay, something mentally, you are thinking about the way that you think, the way that you feel, the mind and emotions. So if you mentally serve yourself, you are going to you are going to go to the disco, you're going to go to the cinema because you want yourself, okay, to feel okay, much more comfortable. So mentally serving ourselves is like this. But when we physically serve ourselves, we are going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to spa, okay? Because I want to massage, okay, my body. So when we physically serve ourselves, we will do something to our body, or we will provide food and drinks, okay, to our stomach. And this is it. So if you provide food and drinks to your stomach, you are going to physically serve yourself, and here you physically serve your stomach. And after you fulfill your stomach, you are going to feel good because you have a full stomach. People usually say that. One more saying I ask for you guys. We have a very famous saying. We have a very famous saying. This saying is like a full stomach, a full stomach can help you. Okay, can help you to save the whole world. It means that if a man is full, if a man is not hungry, he can work as hard as two buffaloes. Okay, that is the way the Vietnamese people say. Okay, they compare human beings with the buffaloes. Okay, back in the field, but American people they do not compare, okay, human beings with the buffaloes or with the cows, okay. American people, they will say that a full stomach can help to save the whole world because when you feel full, when you have eaten enough, when you don't feel hungry, you can work very well and you can think of more ideas to save yourself first, and then you can have more ideas to save the world, okay? Because first you need to save yourself, and since you have finished saving yourself, you are going to come, okay, you are going to switch to save the world. Do you get what I say, Thảo Nguyên? Yeah, okay, that is a good yes. So what about Tunda? Tunda, do you understand what I said? Yes, okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to this. Okay, the second saying is here. Saying here is money is the only tool to save the whole life, to save your whole life. Tông Đức is the first person I asked for ideas when it comes to this idiom. But here, I want to listen to Thảo Nguyên first. And Tông Đức, please listen to Thảo Nguyên carefully. Need to get her ideas for speaking, okay? Thảo Nguyên, please speak up, please.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
so in we have to save money. For, no, in case that we get sick or we have some uh, uh, untreated untreated sickness, and then we have to use the money that we have saved before to pay for the hospital. For another example, that the money that we save can help us to have a house to live.
Yes, I understand now. So here, the very first ideas here you are speaking of, people have some untreated sickness. We don't use the word in untreated sickness. We use the word untreatable diseases. Okay, like COVID-19. Here, right now, at this moment, COVID-19 is untreatable disease because we don't have vaccine yet, right? We don't have the medicines yet. So the doctors cannot help you to feel better. The doctors don't have good medicines for you. So you are going to use the word untreatable. So when sickness untreatable, when disease, okay, when sickness untreatable, when disease untreatable, when illness untreatable, you will think of something like no medicines, no vaccines yet, okay, no medicines. no medicines, no vaccines yet, no vaccines yet. So we need, okay, to wait for the scientists in the world, okay, to produce the vaccines for us, so we can save the whole humanity of the 22nd century, okay, in this COVID-19 pandemic. Do you understand me, guys?
Yes.
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 Yeah, so please, I'm going to use the word untreatable. This is the very first word when it comes to illness. And the second word I have here is this word. Untreatable is the first word. The second one is incurable. Incurable. Yeah. So something is incurable, we don't have the medicine for the sickness. You say that, oh my God, I have COVID-19. So that is the end. That's very scary to hear that, right? But right now everything is fine because the scientists in America, in Germany, they have found very vaccines very good for. Yes, okay. Yes, people have money to pay for the hospital service. We have a service. From now on, we need to know lots of business words and trading words. So when it comes to a service or anything, you must think about provide or get something. For example, A, provide service. Okay, to B, for example, or when it comes to the word service, you must think about the action verb of it, which is serve. And we had just used the word serve in her situation making. So the doctors serve the patients. If we are ill, we are sick, we go to the hospital, we are called patients. So the doctors serve patients, okay, very well. You can say that the service in the hospital is very good. For example, if you have problems and I can help you to feel better in English, I can say that I provide good service to you. And for some people, they don't have house to live. So that is the reason why money is very important. Without money, you don't have a house to live. Without money, you don't have anything to pay for the school or the hospital service when you feel sick. And if you don't have money and you are ill and your sickness is incurable, that is the end of your life. You cannot save yourself and you cannot save your family too. So when you speak English, you need to raise your voice and you need to lower your voice when it comes to the very important parts, okay, in your speaking. Do you understand me?
Yes.
And coming from now on, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you are going to have classes like 3-hour classes like the very first class, okay, that is studying with me, and the second class you are going to study Pet and Bridge, okay, with Mr. Tai. So right now, I'm going to turn off my Skype and I'm going to call Mr. Tai to call you, okay, on his Skype or right now the Zoom is okay because I can see that Mr. Tai is teaching some other students based on Zoom service. So I'm going to ask him to call you, okay? So please wait, okay?
Please, like, don't use Zoom.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Mr. Tai to develop Skype. I think that he has Skype, okay? So please wait like 50 minutes, and we are going to end the class now. We have to have a break time for 50 minutes, and then Mr. Tai is going to teach you based on Skype. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Please take a break for 50 minutes. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. I'll see you on Friday.
Well, I
Yeah,
have extra classes on
8:15 today.
Friday.
8:15. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your schedule. So I'm going to, yeah, no, no, I remember. So Rana, just take a break and we are going to study again at 8:15. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. See you.